Hey folks, Climber 1776 here. This is one of the few videos that I've made. I don't make videos very often, but this one is kind of impromptu. Something I thought was kind of necessary, because there's some people out there that have these channels and stuff that kind of give information out that's not very responsible, and I thought this was something I felt compelled to do because of some information that I saw on a different channel. I'm not going to say what channel or anything like that. It's irrelevant, but just a little background about myself so you guys know. I'm not a certified firearms instructor. I don't consider myself to be an expert, but I do think that I have the common sense and the basic firearm safety knowledge to know that what I saw on this other channel was kind of bogus and, like I said, irresponsible. The video I watched was about a guy, and this guy's got 200, I think he had 280 some thousand subscribers, so, you know, pretty decent channel. He was doing a review on the new Olight Baldor Mini 2. I think it's the Baldor Mini 2. It's their new laser light combination that's adjustable. You can lock it on the rail, slide it back and forth, kind of like their Valkyrie 2 Mini. I think that's what it's called. There's so many names out there I can't keep the name straight sometimes, but anyway, he was doing a review on the light, and I was like, oh, you know, let me see what this guy has to say about it. I bought one of the lights. I haven't got it yet, but I'm looking forward to using it. But anyway, this guy was he grabbed his Glock and he said, you know, this will work on any Glock pistol, the information that he gave out. And he grabbed his Glock and he's like, let me mount this on my Glock. So he picks up a Glock, mounts the light on there, and then he starts to talk about the trigger and how to safety check a Glock. And I apologize for the light here. The range I wanted to use was busy, so this was my only other option. But anyway, he starts talking about the trigger here. And as you can see right now, I want to make sure, it's kind of hard to see, but we are clear in there, and no magazine in the gun. Okay, so this gun is clear. Okay, and let's get into that. What's the definition of a clear firearm? A clear firearm is when there is absolutely no ammunition in the firearm whatsoever. There's no magazine in here, and there is no round in the chamber, although, like I said, it's you can kind of see the glare of the feed ramp there, but there is no ammunition in the firearm whatsoever. I kind of wish I had something to stick down into the yeah, I don't have anything. I wish I kind of had something I could stick through the barrel and bring it out the other side to show you like a cleaning patch or something like that, but I don't have anything here right at the moment, and yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Anyway, so this is completely clear. Anyway, but that's my definition of clear, is no ammunition in the firearm, no magazine. Now, I will say I am not a super safety Nazi freak or anything like that. Okay, so this here is an empty magazine. There's no ammunition in this magazine. Okay, just so you can see, this is a loaded magazine, so no ammunition in this one. Even if you put this magazine in, there is still no ammunition in this gun. So I will even go so far as to say that even if you have a magazine in the gun, it can still be clear as long as there's no ammunition in there. Okay, so I will go by this. Now, the whole point of this is, I'm going to drop the slide. The whole point of this is his Glock that he had, and just for anybody that wants to know, I know people get questions, this is a Glock 19 Gen 4. It's got the finger grooves. I don't mind the finger grooves, they work well for me, whatever. But anyway, he said that, now remember, there was no ammunition in the magazine, nothing in the chamber. Okay, so his Glock that he had the trigger pulled. Okay, so as you know, anybody with a Glock knows that even when you pull the trigger spring does not reset the trigger automatically, or the trigger does not come back out. Other pistols, the trigger will return to its normal position after you pull it. Okay, on the Glock it doesn't. It stays back in the rearward position, in the depressed position. Now when you fire a shot or you rack the slide again, now you see the trigger resets and you can then fire again. Okay? Now what this guy said that I find to be irresponsible was, as long as that trigger is depressed, this gun is safe, or this gun is clear. And with that statement I had a problem, because if you pick up a gun and you just look at it, you pick up a Glock, because he specified Glock, you pick up a Glock, as long as that trigger is in the rearward depressed position, this gun is safe. Now we checked it, there's no ammunition in the magazine, nothing in the chamber, so we do know that this gun is safe. But I'm going to try to get his quote right. It is a good indication that this gun is clear. Now that is incorrect, because even if this trigger is in the rearward position, this magazine, which is fully loaded, is now inserted into this gun. This gun is no longer safe. And for some reason, alright, sorry, I had a little trouble going in there. This gun now has ammunition in the magazine. This gun is no longer safe. But this guy's saying as long as that trigger is depressed, this gun is safe. I don't know what to say about that. I was like, this gun is not safe, it has ammunition in it. So, but he's saying as long as that trigger is depressed, this gun is safe. Now, let's say the whole, the reason I have a problem with, this is one of the reasons I have a problem with this. Let's think hypothetically here. So, the trigger's depressed, somebody picks this gun up, not knowing that this is a loaded magazine, and they're like, oh, I want to dry fire. Okay, so what do? They rack the slide. Now it's like, oh, this gun was safe because the trigger was depressed. I can dry fire this, right? So what just happened there? Was that gun safe because that trigger was depressed? No, it wasn't. Always drop the magazine. Always. Always clear the chamber. And then double check. No magazine, no ammunition in the chamber. That's how you check to make sure a pistol is clear. What this guy said was irresponsible. You're going to get somebody new or somebody unfamiliar with handguns or with Glocks in particular. They're going to be like, oh, trigger's depressed, it's safe. They're going to rack the slide, pull the trigger. They're going to shoot themselves or somebody else. If that guy wants to live with himself knowing that he was responsible for providing information that got somebody hurt or killed, hey, if you want to live with yourself, dude, that's your choice. Me, I'd rather give people proper information. Check the chamber, check the magazine. Alright? Thank you.